Hey, this is Roger. Welcome back to KNOBBY TV, the chewiest channel on YouTube. And today we're going to talk about the Sur-Ron X, specifically seating position, height, and mods. I'm going to take you through what I did to make the bike work a little bit better for me. 6'2", so I'm taller. My old bike was a YZ250FX, so coming from that to this, it's like riding a TTR 125, so a little bit smaller, but a heck of a lot of fun. So here it is, side profile. I've got the KTM 65 SX front fender and number plate and the 250 SX rear fender, for those of you that are wondering what that is there. But this is where I spend 90% of my time when riding the bike up front. And you know, there's aftermarket things that raise the seat and push it farther back. I just don't get it. Don't do that. You want to aim for this, like what Cake does with the long seat there. Somewhere in Australia you can buy this like slap-on seat, but it's hard to get here. So I was looking and I found this YZ aftermarket seat for a YZ85, and someone showed it mounted up on a Sur-Ron, so I thought I'd snag it and see if I could make this work. It doesn't come with instructions. There's really nothing out there that shows you how to mount this, so I thought it would be good to document our process once we got this thing. So there's this hook there that normally goes like on the stock frame of the YZ. There's also a bolt that comes out of the gas tank that goes to the front, and then there's some hangers on the back. I've already taken those off. But just looking at the overall seat here and cockpit position of the Sur-Ron, when you put this thing on, it's huge, it's long, and it's not gonna work. So just starting to play around with the seat and play with that hook a little bit to see how it could work. You know, we just started to look at different places that this might be able to attach. Does it attach to the lid for the battery? That could maybe work, but then it's like totally high on the backside. I also didn't want to cover up the front controls there where the key goes and the battery indicator. But this hook looked like it could maybe fit under this section of the subframe there, and that's where it all started. That's what gave me hope like this could actually work out. So we fooled around a little bit there, put it on the bike, and again, what was great about that position is it allowed you to still see and access the battery indicator, which is super helpful when you're out riding. But you can see back here we got some stuff that's hitting that KTM fender that I've installed, so we've traced where we need to do some cutting. In starts the hack process here. So just cutting that off. File them down. We put some guide bolts in there. You can see here it's starting to take shape in terms of how it's going to mount. We're getting that rough placement of the seat on the bike right now. The tail end is really starting to separate out from the fender. We needed some type of strap for the back to keep this thing on. So we took one of those Crazy Creek seats, drilled some holes in it. We ended up having to drill through the fender because we had to run the straps from underneath the frame through the fender to the seat. So you can see it hooks underneath that part of the subframe, and then as we come around back here, we have this strap in place to sort of keep the seat. And it sort of works and looks like a pull strap anyway, like an enduro pull strap. So we figured aesthetically that'd be fine, and functionally it helped out. And a little cookie break. Meow. And then we had to sort of end this seat at some point. So we're taking this ultra precision pencil here that you get at the mini golf. Made some marks. We We had to trim the underside too. Started hacking at this thing like a block of cheese. And here's the initial sit on the seat. It sits about an inch, inch and a half higher than the stock seat. And what's also nice here is you get to ride farther forward and you're not gonna fall into that crevasse. And you got the knee squeeze factor. So again, controlling the bike with your feet and your knees is really important. You couldn't do that with the stock seat, but this one you can.
All right, we're gonna take this thing for a rip. Taller seat height. Let's give it a go. All right, here we go. Wow. Feels like a different bike between your legs and on your butt. Definitely can slide on the seat more, back and forth. There's not that pocket. Here you can definitely grip with the knees more on the downhill. Woo! But it's slick. It's a slick seat cover. Nice.
So there you go, the Sur-Ron X with the YZ85 seat install. Again, it's going to take your stock seat height and raise it up about 1.5 inches, and it's also going to bring that seat a lot farther forward on the bike, which is going to help your handling and your turning and your cornering. That's something that the aftermarket seat extensions don't do. They actually do the opposite. They put you on the back wheel, which is going to make it handle worse. You don't want that. Even if you're a tall person with long legs like myself, you want to be up on the tank as much as possible. That's true with Moto, and it's true with this e-Moto as well. So let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below, and thanks for watching.